Good morning, everybody. The rain stopped. Okay, I am begrudgingly awake. The place that we're staying at tonight gives free breakfast. And I learned from the comments of yesterday's video that all of the stuff that I ate yesterday was basically just like garnishments. Like, you know how in America, if you go to a hot dog stand, there's like relish and mustard and ketchup. Basically what I did is I sat down at the table, I got the ketchup, the mustard, and the relish, I took a bite of each of them, and I decided, hey, Japanese food is weird. Apparently, if I would have waited longer, they would have brought out like the actual main dishes, but because I thought that was the food and I left, I did not get to experience that, so. I jumped the gun a little bit. I thought the alien eggs were the main course, but basically they were the croutons. Hello. Oh, my receipt. Cool, thank you. Yes, it looks like we have fish, we have eggs, we have salad. Oh, we also got rice. I figured out how to eat an egg with chopsticks. This is not working well. Now we get to try the yogurt. Oh yeah, it's just yogurt. I was a little hesitant there for a second. They also put my poncho here. And my little rain fly, cool. That breakfast was amazing. And now I can't stop thinking about what I missed out on for dinner yesterday. I've learned that rain ponchos are really only good for short bursts. They're not good for like hiking in, because I was just as wet on the inside of this yesterday as I was on the outside. Also, I need to let you guys know how insanely useful this thing actually was. I told you guys on day 2 that I wasn't sure if this thing would actually be worth the wait. Oh my God, it absolutely is. This place does have Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi is super, super slow. I think my upload speed was like 300 kilobytes per second. Kilobytes per second. That means it would have taken me like 14 hours to upload yesterday's video on the Wi-Fi. Too long. But right next to the phone here, there's, oh shit, what did I do? Right next to the phone here, there's also an Ethernet port. So I was able to plug this into the Ethernet port and make my own Wi-Fi. And then this guy broadcasts that signal to my laptop. This is 100 times faster. I was able to upload yesterday's vlog in 30 minutes because of this. Today looks super nice. Regretfully, we do not get to enjoy hiking in this nice weather. Yesterday, I mentioned that there's like a national holiday going on right now. It's called Golden Week. The reason it's called Golden Week is because they have 4 national holidays back to back to back. That's like our Thanksgiving weekend with Black Friday with, it's basically like Thanksgiving weekend for us in America. And a bunch of tourists and a bunch of like Japanese people, they came out here to the mountains. Everything is completely booked. Like the only accommodation that you can find is $230 and it looks like a shack in the middle of the woods. The solution to this is to just wait a couple of days. The holiday weekend ends on Monday, so we just need to wait until Monday and then all of the bookings will open up. So that gives us 2 days to just go mess around Japan. There is a train station right there, so we can actually just go hop on a train, go take a train back to where we started from, like back in Tokyo or whatever, chill for a couple of days, and then take the train right back here. It is kind of cheating a little bit, but we won't be skipping forward with the train. We'll be starting and stopping exactly at the same point. But that means that we do get the opportunity to learn how Japanese trains work. Okay, yes, I have everything. I am checking out. Arigatou gozaimasu. Arigatou. Now, let's see if we can figure out how trains work. Oh, thanks to the people in the chat, I was able to find this. I've been searching for this drink for like 4 straight days because of you guys. Yeah, tastes like Gatorade. And just like that, thanks to the magic of editing, we're back. The Japanese holiday has passed, and today is also very sunny. We have a 12-mile hike through the mountains today. Also worth noting, we are wearing long socks. They're like wool socks that I got on Temu, so we should be leech proof. You know what? We are going to apply sunscreen. Holy fucking shit. We need to gain 3,000 feet of elevation on the, oh my God. Oh, that's scary. That's like Grand Canyon levels of hiking. We need water. I see a sign there that says public toilet. They might have access to running water that I can like use. Now the question, is this clean drinking water? Well, if I'm sick tomorrow, we know the answer. This bag carries 3 liters of water. I'm not sure if I want to completely fill it up though, because that's 3 liters of water I need to carry. I'm just gonna rinse it off once because I haven't used it in a while. It's probably clean drinking water, probably. Now I'm going to try to carry this in my cup holder part of my bag. I was thinking something sort of like this. It's a little floppy. I hope it doesn't pop. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried that it's gonna like pop. Let me see if I can't do something to hold this up like that. Okay, this is tentatively the water situation. We got the straw coming up and in. Okay. It's a little bit heavier. It's not too bad, probably. And then I don't need to stop and put the bag down. Oh, there's still fucking sand on my straw from when I went to the Great Sand Dunes. Today is almost certainly going to be the hardest day of hiking we've had on this entire trip. I'm just gonna say this in advance now. One of my biggest concerns is that my water bladder is going to pop and it's going to get my laptop soaked, or my camera, or any of my other stuff, because there's so much pressure with all of my stuff in my bag. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's really cool. Actually, literally, like it's a lot cooler in here. It is a testament to how good this camera is. It is pretty dark in here, and this camera is going strong. Nakasendo. Maybe I'm spelling it wrong. Nakasendo. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm spelling it right. It's the Japanese people that are wrong. This is where we are right now. We need to come all the way up through here. And then I think this is the town that we're going into. So there's a lake down here. Apparently there's hot springs up there. We've got a golf course. You guys ready to go fuck with some leeches? Do a quick sock check. Okay. Up until this point, most of our hiking has just been walking. I don't have bear spray, but I do have sunscreen. Do you think that would scare a bear off? I also have a really loud whistle. That is not something I expected to see. This is actually kind of nice, honestly. There's shade, there's a breeze. We are going uphill, but eventually we'll start going downhill. I'm sure it'll be even nicer then. Okay, we are going to have to take this in pieces. One of the things that I'm wasting weight carrying is this guy right here. Oh my God. I'm glad I stopped for water. That was a good call. I didn't really need to carry water like this for the past couple of days because it's been flat. We were in the city, there were vending machines. Not the case here. In my exhaustion, I kind of got a little reckless. Where exactly do the leeches stay? Are they on the ground? Are they like in the leaves? Like, what is it that I need to be careful for? Like, is just sitting here putting myself in danger? I'm actually really confused because the only time that I've ever heard of leeches like actually getting people is in the water. When you go in the water and they basically swim and they get you like that. I've never heard of leeches on the ground like this. I would just look it up, but I don't have reception right now. Okay, update, I do have signal and they do just crawl on the ground. So we are just not gonna stop for brakes, I suppose. Oh God, that's heavy. We're just not gonna stop for brakes. I can see the trail where that guy's bike left. He definitely rode his bike down here. Whatever type of tree this is, it has orange sap. How odd. You know what? I'll say it. Japan had some really dedicated mailmen back in the 1600s. I don't see any leeches on this. At first I thought this was like a shelter for hikers hiking in the rain or whatever, but then there's a hole with water in it. Well of Kobo. There is no water in, it's sideways, so I can't read it right. If we dig a well here, I told you it was good. It was said to be a sacred water. It's a poem. It's not like instructions or like, it's a poem. You know, I do have a water filter. If we did not find that water spigot earlier, we might be drinking out of that. Luckily, we don't need to. Remains of Hakaseki tea house. Here, 4, there was a tea house. Store walls and grass still remain today. It remains. Apparently, this used to be a tea house a couple hundred years ago. It seems like they're all poems. They're not like they're not just like an information thing. It's information in the form of poetry. Hey, an actual place to stop and rest. Looks like there's literature too, held down with clay stones. None of it is in English. We actually can't stay here very long. It's 3 p.m. and we need to be out of these mountains before dark. Do you guys remember when I was trying to walk to Belgium? If you're new here and you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry. Like 8 months ago, I was riding my bike through Europe. I ended up crashing and my bike snapped in half and I had to take everything off my bike and basically walk with it. I was 300 miles away from my goal. I decided, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to walk from Germany to Belgium. And then after like one day, I was so fucked up, I had to stop and wait for a new bike to get sent to me. At the end of that, everybody was just like under this assumption that I am incapable of doing physical activities. I promise the reason that was so difficult is because I was trying to carry a bike's worth of stuff on my back. the backpack itself, this is a hiking bag. The one I was using before wasn't. It was just like a tech backpack. I was using a tech backpack to try to hike 300 miles. It did not have a waist strap like this. I'm not sure what my point is. I couldn't go one day like that. No, and then I brought 4 fucking apples and no water. I learned some valuable lessons, some very valuable lessons there. That experience is why I have this. Until you've used a bag like this, you underestimate how much weight this actually takes off of your shoulders because the bag is just like resting on your hips rather than being held down with your shoulder straps. I've been getting more comments of people trying to give me suggestions for how to make my footage look more cinematic. Like they want B-roll, they want me to like put my camera down and then have shots of me like walking, and they want like drone shots, and I think that if I tried to make my footage look cinematic, it would lose a lot of the charm that it's got. I'm perfectly happy with the point and shoot aesthetic that I've got going. I'm not sure if I've ever talked about this with you guys, but I have a personal rule that I won't watch other vloggers. Like anybody else in my niche, I don't watch their videos. I don't watch Bald and Bankrupt or Casey Neistat or Itchy Boots or any of the other popular vloggers because I don't want my videos to look like theirs. Have you guys seen tech reviews over the past like 5 years? They all look identical. They've got like a slow motion creep up of the phone with like a pan to the right. It'll slowly come into focus. And they've got like the lights overhead and they've got a little plant on their desk. They all look identical. The entire tech space has basically cannibalized itself. Everybody has taken parts from everybody else, and then it's just like this sameness. I don't want my videos to look like that. And a good way to make sure that they don't is to not watch other people's stuff, is to not look at what other people are doing and then be like, oh, hey, that's really cool, I'm gonna start doing that too. That's part of the reason why it's actually really hard to find other YouTubers that have a similar type of content that I do, because I go to pretty extreme lengths to make sure that my content is not like anybody else's. I don't know, I'm rambling. We're going downhill, so I'm in a good mood right now. Probably gonna cut all of this out. It's not pertinent to the hike. Just a real quick leech check. Never be too careful. I'm not entirely sure how they got on my heels last time. What I think was happening is I was walking and they got on my shoe, and then I reached up here to like itch my ankle, and that's how they got on my calf. I don't think they crawled up my shoe or like up my leg. This seems like a much more comfortable place to set up camp and use a tent than what we were looking at the days prior. I would be fine with camping out here. Camping is technically illegal in Japan, but I'm sure if we just go off the trail a little bit, we won't ever get caught. All I can think about walking this trail is how scary this would be when it rains, because all of the rain would just like, we'd be walking in a stream. How in the fuck did that bus get there? I see a sign. There's a little tree house up there. How did that bus get there? We've gone 6 miles so far. We have 7 miles left to go. Whoa. Okay, nope. This is a thing. I remember hearing that Japan has a lot of like abandoned houses. I did not imagine we would see any on our hike. I could camp here. I'm trying to see if I can find anything to date this place. Anything that would give me an idea of how old it is. I found a little bottle of something. There's no label on it. I want to know how it got so destroyed. Do they have like hurricanes or... Yeah, they have earthquakes and shit. I see a bunch of electrical things just sticking out, which makes me think that somebody tried to start building this and it just never got finished. This seems to be indicative of a place that had prospects and then just fell through the cracks. Yeah, see stuff like this? This tells me that this never actually got finished to begin with. And I won't lie, that makes sense. This seems like a very inconvenient place to either live or have a business. This looks like it was a business. I see signs that would look like they would be like an exit sign. So I think somebody was trying to have some kind of commercial presence here, but... Whoa, there are animals in there. It looked kind of like a possum, but I also don't want rabies. I can just put the camera in there, give you guys a idea of what it looks like. Oh, you think it'll hold me? Holy fucking shit. If I fall through the floor, I'm not sure if this can support my weight with my bag, but I really want to go touch that steering wheel. Please don't get... I've had my tetanus shot. I'm probably good. How cool is that? Okay, there are live animals in here. Let's not piss them off. I have no idea how to get a thumbnail with this. The lighting isn't that great. I gotta go back up here to get the picture of myself with the... Yeah, I don't think that's very good. I'm sure there's a thumbnail in there somewhere. We really do need to be out of these mountains before dark though, so that was cool. You know what? This could be a good opportunity to show you guys how my water filter system works. Let me show you guys how this water filter works. It has a hose on one end that you put into like your cup or into your bag or into your... This is the output hose. You put this into like your water bladder or your water bottle or whatever. You pump this and you attach this to the input side. So this goes right here. On the end of the hose are two foam floaties. This will keep the top of the thing at the top of the water level rather than sinking into the bottom and sucking in sand. And then you attach it to this filter right here. This is like a big stuff filter that filters like algae and stuff like that. It comes through there. And then this is the small stuff filter. We're going to put this into the stream of water. Okay, there we go. And then you drink it. It's very cold. I've never actually used this before, but I'm realizing now that I have used it that it is kind of bulky. The reason that I got this one in particular rather than another style was because I've had problems where I'm like over the water and I'm like sucking into the straw. And if I want to get the water into this bag, I would need to do some kind of thing where I'm like, this lets me just pump something and it moves it from the stream into my water bladder. That is another reason I was fine with not bringing water on the previous days, because I knew that even if a worst case situation happened and we couldn't find a vending machine, we could just go filter water from a stream. And my water bladder is 3 liters, which is enough water for like 1 to 2 days. So that means we only need to come across the stream once every other day and we're good. It is 5 p.m. We've been hiking for 5 hours. I'm going a lot slower uphill. Okay, I believe we have reached the high point of the hike today. There are still some ups and downs, but on average, everything after this point is downhill. Well, would you look at that? Looks like we got a paved surface now. Now that we're like 4,000 feet up, the sun is going down, it's starting to get pretty chilly. We have 4 miles left and it is 6 p.m. It's gonna be dark by the time we get there. This town is called Karuizawa. It is a town that was on the Nakasendo Trail back in the day, and it seems to have turned into quite the little tourist spot. Two miles left. One of the reasons I hate being out this late before checking in is because it means that if I get to the place that I'm trying to book and there's a problem because somebody's not there or something happens, it's much harder to find another place because it's late at night. You don't want to have to walk through this in the dark. If you check into the place at 3 p.m. and something bad happens or whatever, it's much easier to be able to find an alternative place, walk there, check in. Like you probably notice in most of the hikes that we've done, we've checked into our place before like 5 p.m. almost every time. This will definitely be the latest check-in we've had so far. There's light in the middle of the street. Ah, damn it. That's a lot of stairs. Oh, more stairs. This is just rude. I feel like I'm in San Francisco. Just a sec, I want to show you guys something. This camera is really good, so you guys aren't really able to tell how dark it is. We're gonna switch to this camera for a second. I want you guys to see how bad this is. This is the Insta360 Go. This is the DJI Action Pro 4 Osmo thingy. Yeah, this camera's pretty good. Even in low light conditions, this is still shooting in 4K, 60 frames per second. Insane. I haven't eaten in a long time. Also, we are almost out of water. This was a really good call. Honestly, we used a lot more water than I thought we would. Come on. Oh, okay. We still have 1.5 miles left, so it's gonna be pitch black by the time we get there. It looks like that's the end of the stairs. Good God. I want to say something. I don't have breath. Yeah, it's getting dark enough that walking in the streets like this is not a good idea, because if somebody is not paying perfect attention, they'll have a very red bumper. I had to drop it to 30 frames per second. I might have to only shoot shots of my face going forward because the camera does have a little bit of light, so there is some light shining on my face. You might be able to see me even if you can't see anything around me. Like this is what it looks, oh yeah, I guess you can kind of see the road. I've left the cover of trees. I did not bring a headlamp. I thought that would be too much weight. I never thought I'd be hiking at night. I do have a flashlight though. Bears live in this area. Good. Remember how I said I do not like hiking at night because it increases the risks of bad things happening? This is what I fucking mean. This stupid fucking app, I swear to God. Apparently, if you want to scare the bears away, you've got to like make sure that they know that you're there. So I guess talking to the camera kind of helps with that. It's better than being quiet and surprising them accidentally. Honestly, they're black bears. I doubt I would even see them before I am fucking in front of them. I might see their eyes glow. They probably have glowy eyes, right? Seems like a thing bears would have. I'm not actually talking any sense. I'm just talking to make sure that any bears in the future would know that I'm here. Wait, I have a little whistle. I have a little whistle thing. Just a sec. Let me whistle real good. Yeah, bears know I'm here now. I cannot see a thing. I blinded myself. God damn it. Marginal plus side, I don't actually have any food on me. So aside from me being the food, I don't think it would attract any bears unless they're very hungry bears. Winter did just end, so they're probably out of hibernation doing bear things. What do I do if I see a bear? Do I scream? Run? Walk? It says, I remember reading in Japanese, it says slowly walk away. But do you want to turn your back to a bear? We have fucking 1/2 mile of this. The most devastating thing about getting attacked by a bear right now, aside from like, you know, dying, it's so dark, I could not even get it on film. You would just hear the sounds of it. I would die for no content. I feel like it's, oh my God, I can feel mosquitoes biting me already. Where the fuck am I supposed to, am I supposed to go through or around the pond? Fucking fuck. Stupid stagnant water. We made it out of the woods.
In 130 feet, go straight and continue on path.
Okay, if I did everything right, this place should be our hostel. Wait a minute, never mind. No, it's not. If I did everything right, then this should be our hostel. Yeah, Koya Backpackers. We made it. Closed. The fuck do you mean closed? What do you mean closed? Is there a reception? Oh, of course. Let me take my shoes off.
And put the shoe in a shoebox, please.
Oh, we have a shoebox. It's nifty. Yes, there's a shoebox.
This thing is made from soba, from Google Form.
Oh, of course, of course. What did you say this tea is made out of? Sobo?
Soba, buckwheat.
Oh, that's really good. Oh, that's really good.
Oh, thank you. Drink water from the tap.
Oh, good to know.
And tea and coffee available here. Please make us out.
Oh, of course. Appreciate that. Thank
And
you.
when you use cups or dishes, please watch yourself. And today, 5 guests in a dorm, and we left this bed or this bed for you.
This is fine.
So we have 2 sheets and 1 pillowcase.
Okay, there is a 7-Eleven about a mile away, 20 minutes a mile, probably roughly counting that, right? But I'm not carrying my bag, so it shouldn't be as hard. There are a couple other Americans staying in there. They're from like Oregon or whatever. I have not had a conversation with a person in like half a month, 14 days roughly. Just talking to people, just talking. I always don't know how to answer when people are like, oh, you're a YouTuber. Are you like a travel YouTuber? Or do you like, I don't know how to describe my content. I am a travel YouTuber today. 2 weeks from now, who knows what I'll be? I don't know. God, walking is so much nicer without that bag. Ladies and gentlemen, our shining city on a hill, 7-Eleven. Okay, I'm thinking we get some rice with curry, and they've got these little ham, egg, and cheese burrito guys. They look kind of nifty. Oh, also, I finally did find that super sour candy I was talking about. This stuff is the real deal. Arigatou gozaimasu. They heated it up for us too, so it's not cold. God, I'm struggling. First thing we're gonna test is the ham and cheese burrito. It wasn't actually cooked thoroughly. The inside's cold. But I'm hungry, so I don't care. Yeah, it's not that good. Koya Backpackers, that's us. Okay, I'm here, and there are people that are probably asleep right now. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. They have really fast Wi-Fi here.